Hello? Excuse me? I heard that you guys just came into a $3.7 million inheritance. Is it really true?
Sorry, but who is this?
Oh, I said you guys, but I was just referring to Robert. He's the one that was named for the inheritance, right? But man, I can't believe Robert's parents had so much money saved up. They just look like an average working class family. I'm still in shock. What did they do? Win the lottery? Some kind of crypto jackpot? Dang. Now I really regret getting divorced. If I knew his parents were that loaded, I would have lashed home more aggressively. I should have popped out a kid. Then I'd have a definite piece of the fortune.
Sorry, but you still haven't answered my question from earlier. Who is this?
Oh, my bad. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Robert's ex-wife. My name's Sarah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Jessica, right? You and Robert got married around 10 years ago, right?
Oh, Sarah. Sorry, but how did you get my number? That's correct. We did get married 10 years ago. How did you know that? And more importantly, how did you even find out about the inheritance?
Well, there's nothing I'm not aware of, you know. Nothing ever gets past me. I've got eyes and ears everywhere. I'm shocked Robert got married again, though. Less than a year after our divorce, too. He even told me I was the only one for him. He told me he would love me and only me forever. I guess in the end, his love and promises didn't mean anything. Hopefully he stayed true to his words for you.
Wow. For someone who betrayed his trust, you sure talk a lot. You were the one who broke his trust and all the love he had towards you.
What? How dare you talk to me like that?
You're not the only one who knows things. I've also heard about you from Robert. One day you just disappeared all of a sudden, right? If I remember correctly, you ran away with your lover, right? You didn't even bother talking with Robert or even send a text. Even a text would have been better than just mailing the divorce papers to him.
Oh my. I guess you already know everything about me. Well, I guess that makes things easier for me. Now we can quit beating around the bush and get right to the main point. To be straight with you, I messaged you for a reason. Not just to dilly-dally and chat. Can you give Robert a message from me? Tell him to give me some of the inheritance money.
What? Are you saying you want him to split his inheritance with you?
Yep, that's right. After all, as his ex-wife, I have a right to it too. I guess marrying him back then was a good choice.
I'm sorry?
I texted Robert so many times and even called him, but he never responded to anything. He's been ignoring me all this time. Maybe he's still mad at me because of the divorce? Or maybe he misses me so much that he's flustered and doesn't know how to reply. Well, anyway, he wouldn't reply to me, so I had to get your number and text you instead. So I can leave the message with you, right? I trust you'll let him know?
Please wait a minute. I need to clear up a few things with you first. Why would you have a right to the inheritance? You got divorced over 10 years ago, and it was legal and processed properly.
What do you mean? Of course I'm entitled to it. Because when we were married, I lived with Robert's parents.
So?
My. You have no idea how difficult it was for me back then, living with Robert and his parents. As his wife, I was forced to do all of the chores. Everything. I had to do all of the cooking and cleaning. And on top of that, anytime there was a random errand, it would be my responsibility too. That's why it's more than fair to say that I took great care of Robert's parents. Since I worked so hard back then, I definitely deserve a reward or compensation from that big lump of inheritance money.
Sorry, you mean like a compensation from his parents?
Of course! I was their primary caretaker after all. And I heard that if the wife was the caretaker, she'd have rights to the inheritance too. I mean, you and I are similar, aren't we? Both wives that cared for Robert's parents and did all the household chores. So at the very least, I should get like $75,000. Doesn't that sound fair?
Are you serious? You want $75,000?
That's because living together was so tough for me. I need compensation. Who knows? I might even have PTSD and need even more money in the future for a therapist. You, as his current wife, should understand what I mean, right? That's obviously a very fair amount of money based on everything we're expected to do.
Sorry, but I don't agree at all. I actually enjoy spending time with Robert and his parents, so please stop saying ridiculous things. I also heard all about that time from Robert, and it sounds more like you deserved it all, since you were the one that put yourself and Robert into that situation. You were the one that took all of the money for the down payment for the new house and spent it all. And you didn't even discuss it with Robert. So to save up enough money for another down payment, you guys moved in with Robert's parents, right?
Well, Robert really did tell you everything, huh?
Robert actually asked you to go find a job the whole time too, right? He even said it's fine if you don't do any of the chores. Just please get a part-time job or something to help with the savings. But you just ignored him every time.
Well, you see, I have my own reasons.
And you went on to say things like,
I just want to stay home and do the easy chores.
Even though you were the one that used up all of the down payment, you made zero effort to build up the funds for a second down payment. And for the cherry on top, you talked about how tired you were of living with your in-laws, and then proceeded to run off with your lover, right? So please tell me, what did you do that makes you think you deserve part of the inheritance?
Shut up! My God, you're so annoying. Don't get all high and mighty on me. Just because you're Robert's wife. The only reason you're together is because I left him. All you did was take my leftovers. How dare you speak so arrogantly to me when you wouldn't have this position without me?
Come again?
So you should just shut up and give Robert my message. Like I told you in the beginning. Stop getting in the way with your little tricks just because you don't want me to come in and snatch up your share of the money.
I never said I wanted anything, nor do I have any intentions of doing that.
Then just do as I say. Make sure you give Robert my message. You better remember to do it.
Robert, are you busy right now? I have something I want to discuss with you. I really don't want to say this, but I have a message for you. From your ex-wife, Sarah. What? Are you sure it was from Sarah? 200% sure. She was messaging me like an hour ago. She said you never replied to any of her texts or calls, so she told me to give you a message. Oh, is it about the inheritance? And how she wants me to split it with her? Yep. She demanded you give her $75,000. She said that it's because she took care of your parents for several years while living together. I thought that if I just ignored her, she'd give up. I can't believe she reached out to you. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess. No, don't worry about it. But wow, I guess she really wants that money if she's willing to go so far. Did she really devote herself to your parents and work herself to the bone like a slave? She made it sound like she was the caretaker for Mom and Dad for years and years. Wow. Did she really say that? Spouting nonsense about devotion and self-sacrifice? She didn't want to work at all, so I left the household chores to her. But my gosh, it was horrible. Every single day was a nightmare. The majority of the time, like at least 6 days a week, she just bought frozen microwavable meals or takeout and fast food like KFC. She did all this despite the doctor saying that we need to watch and control Mom and Dad's sodium intake. Can you imagine? Every day we ate junk like fried chicken and burgers, and her idea of healthy was fries because they're a vegetable. And to top it off, she barely cleaned, the floor was always sticky, there was dust everywhere. All she did was make things worse. I guess since she wasn't properly doing the chores, She had a lot of time to go fool around with her lover. Wow. She's quite something, asking for $75,000 after doing all that. Well, for now, I did pass on her message. I feel if we keep ignoring her, nothing good will come out of it. She doesn't seem like the type to give up easily. Maybe it would be better if you firmly refused her? Nah, it would be a waste of time. That's why we should just ignore her from now on. But based on what she said, I feel like Sarah doesn't know anything about what happened. That's why I think it would be better to meet up with her so you can explain everything about the inheritance. I guess ignoring her is one way to solve this, but I feel it would be more of a hassle in the future. She might even find out where we live and come ask in person. Yeah, you're right. But man, I really don't want to see her. I can't imagine her listening to what I have to say or even giving me time to talk without ranting and demanding money from me. Let's try our best. You got this. It's not like you have to convince her of anything. All you have to do is explain the situation to Sarah. Besides, we really don't have any other choice. I guess we could both change our numbers. But based on how persistent she is, I bet she'll just find out and spam us again. Like how she found my number and texted me this time. No, I can't have that. You don't know Sarah. She doesn't know you. So it's unfair to drag you into this mess. Okay, I've decided. Since it's gotten to this point, I guess I have to man up. I really, really don't want to, but I'll ask her out and tell her everything. Fingers crossed it'll go smoothly.
Hello! Is this Jessica? I have something very important to tell you. I'm so sorry, dear, but both Robert and the 3.7 million are mine now.
Excuse me?
But this is all thanks to you. It's all because you gave my message to him. Thank you for setting us up. You're like our little Cupid.
Sorry, but I really don't follow. I have no idea what you're talking about all of a sudden.
Oh, dear. Well, if you must know. To tell you the truth, Robert actually reached out to me a few hours ago. I thought it was just going to be a short notice or something telling me that he already sent my share of the inheritance to my account. But you see, he said he actually really wants to meet up with me in person. He said he has something super important to discuss with me.
Okay. And?
Since we're meeting anyways, we decided to make it a date and get dinner together. He definitely wants to get back together with me. I'm sure of it. I bet he's going to propose to me and tell me to marry him again now that he has 3.7 million in his name. Well, I'm so excited.
You're totally off the mark. I wish you'd wake up and stop having these crazy delusions based off a few text messages.
Wow, excuse you. You tell me, how am I being delusional? I'm just outlining what's going to happen once we meet up. After all, I'm way more glamorous and beautiful than you. And I just give off the aura of a high-class beauty. So it's only natural for him to want to get back together with me. We have way more history, too. Did you know we were high school sweethearts? Nothing can beat that. Just need a little heat to start the old flame.
Wow.
And just so you know, Robert was quite cheeky with me. Even though he's ignored all my calls and texts all this time, I guess it must have added to his excitement. After I sent him a spicy, super sexy selfie, he totally took the bait and replied in seconds. Guess I still got a hold on him after all these years. Like I said, the power of young love. And guess what he replied with? There's something I want to talk to you about. Can we meet at a calm, quiet place to talk?
I'm speechless. Do you normally send selfies to other people's husbands?
I mean, he's going to go back to being my husband soon, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh my! I'm so excited for dinner tonight. I should probably wear a gorgeous dress in preparation, right? I have to look my best for the proposal. But if things get heated, we might end up spending the night together. Oh my, I'm getting all excited now! Ooh la la! I must also prepare a special lingerie set just in case. And maybe see if I can sneak into a waxing appointment.
That's enough. You're acting completely out of line. I can assure you that Robert has no ulterior motives. He's just meeting to talk with you.
It's okay. I totally understand your feelings right now. But Robert is still totally in love with me. That's why he wants to meet up now after all this time that he spent ignoring me. Don't say I didn't warn you. You're gonna get tossed aside in a few hours. So if I were you, I'd be preparing the divorce papers.
Unbelievable.
While you do that, I'll go print the marriage application form. Good thing the restaurant is so close to the courtroom. We could submit the forms right after dinner. Since we're finally getting back together, I have to put my name in the family registry. With this, both Robert and the inheritance are mine!
You do know that Robert's parents are still alive, right?
What?
I can't take it anymore, so I'm going to lay it all out for you. I can't let Robert meet up with you when you're in this crazy, disillusioned state. So please listen carefully because I'm going to explain everything to you right now. First off, you're wrong about everything. All those assumptions you made.
What do you mean, wrong? And what kind of nonsense is this about Robert's parents still being alive? If they're still here, then how did he inherit 3.7 million? If his parents didn't pass away, then how did he get the inheritance? It's not possible. He never told me about rich uncles or distant relatives.
The fact is, Robert did inherit 3.7 million. But no one said that it's from his parents. You were the one that just assumed it was.
What are you trying to say? I mean, it's an inheritance, so obviously it's from his parents? Is there anyone that would just give a stranger 3.7 million after they die? Other than his parents, who else would write Robert into their will?
Your parents did.
What? Your parents, as in mine? My mom and dad?
Yes, that's right. Your parents are the ones that left a 3.7 million inheritance to Robert. They said to think of it as an apology for all the troubles that their immature daughter caused. And that even if they aren't related by blood, and no longer connected through your marriage, they still see Robert as their own son. That's why they wrote him into their will and left Robert all that money.
What the heck? There is no way in hell. Stop making things up and spitting out nonsense.
I'm only telling you the truth.
What part of anything that you said is the truth? My family is just your average everyday middle-class family. There's no way my parents would have 3.7 million in cash or assets. Even if they sold everything they owned. Heck, even if we included my assets, it would barely hit 1 million. And also, how dare you? My parents aren't dead. And in the first place, why the heck would they give everything to my ex-husband and not to me? Even if they gave some to him as a parting gift or compensation after our divorce, the amount of money doesn't make any sense.
Well, you might have thought that you were from an average middle-class family. But in reality, your parents were actually very smart with their asset management and saved money diligently, you know? And I really am sorry, but I wasn't lying. Unfortunately, your parents really did pass away.
Huh? You're saying my parents are dead?
Wow, I guess you really didn't know anything. That's why Robert was going to meet up with you. To explain everything in person. Well, I guess it's more like I convinced him to meet with you and talk it out. And you must have sent that selfie to him right before he sent the message asking you to meet. That's why I told you that he doesn't even have the slightest intention of getting back together with you.
Hold on a sec. I can't make any sense of what you just said. Or maybe it's that I can't wrap my head around it. Everything you said makes sense as a single fact, but together, I just can't seem to process it. Can you start by explaining my parents' death? I still can't believe you. How could you utter something so ridiculous?
I have to go, so you can get the details from Robert later. Since I've told you this much already, I trust you'll be able to listen to the rest of what Robert has to say calmly. Well then, I'll be off now.
Thank you so much, Jess. Thanks to you, everything went smoothly with Sarah. She was calm and mature and listened to everything I had to say. It's all because you told Sarah what happened before I met up with her.
That's great to hear. Thank God. I was worried about you. But how is Sarah holding up?
After I told her everything, she looked kind of glum. Or maybe it was more like she just tensed up due to the shock, so I couldn't really read her emotions. But I guess it's only a natural reaction. Since she had no clue about her parents, and all of a sudden we just dropped the truth on her.
That's true. It must be hard to accept everything all at once.
Well, it might be a bit harsh of me to say this, but this is a case of you reap what you sow. When her dad got in the accident, she never picked up. No matter how many times they called, even up to his death. And when her mom was sick and got admitted to the hospital, she never picked up her phone either.
True. Even though both her relatives and the hospital called so many times. If she answered even one of those calls, things would not have come to this.
About that, Sarah told me there was a reason behind why she didn't pick up. I mean, it's ridiculous, but she said that's why it's not her fault that she ignored all the calls, and no one can blame her for it. She took it all out on me.
Oh my. What happened?
Do you remember how Sarah and I got divorced because she basically eloped with her lover? Well, at that time, she borrowed money from her parents to fund their trip and escape. But she couldn't tell them that, so she lied and said that we just couldn't save enough for the down payment and begged them to lend us money. They ended up lending her around $40,000.
Oh, wow. Really?
Apparently she begged them, crying and complaining about how tough it was to live with my parents. And they gave in and gave her the $40,000. But, well, with the divorce and all, her lie was exposed. And that's why she didn't pick up any of the calls. Because she thought they were calling to chase after her for that $40,000 loan.
I see. I guess it makes sense why she didn't pick up even though everyone spammed her with calls.
Yeah. Even though in reality, it was a call for her to see her parents one last time. If only she picked up. Then she could have talked with them and spent those last few moments together.
That's so sad. I remember you saying that Sarah's mom really wanted to see her one last time before the end.
From the time we first started dating, her parents were always kind to me. Even more so after we got married. They always treated me like family. That's why I went to go see her at the hospital when she was admitted. Even if Sarah and I didn't work out, her parents were never in the wrong. And Sarah was an only child, so I ended up helping when her mom was sick at home too. I just couldn't leave her knowing that she had no other children to visit and care for her. But I still can't believe that she wrote me into the will because of that. And on top of that, they left everything to me.
Oh, wow. I still vividly remember that day. The attorney knocked on our door and started to talk about wills and inheritance out of the blue. When he brought up the amount, I almost lost my balance and fell over from shock. I mean, 3.7 million? Sarah's mom really did leave an unbelievable will. It almost felt like something out of a movie.
If only Sarah had stayed in contact with her parents, then properly apologized for everything up to this point. I think they would have accepted her apology and forgiven her. I'm sure they would have preferred to have their own daughter caring for them in their final years. That way, she would have inherited everything.
I guess it's like you said earlier. You reap what you sow. Sarah is the one who put herself in this situation. But I really wonder if this is enough to make her give up.
I mean, she doesn't really have any other choice, right? After all, this is the result of her actions, and no one else is responsible. And most importantly, this was all in Sarah's mom's will.
You did good, Robert. It's been a long, long day. I'll run the bath for you, so hurry up and come home. And if you're up for it, I'll make your favorite mac and cheese, too. I bet you didn't eat much at dinner with Sarah.
Hey! You two better return my inheritance! All of that 3.7 million is my money. My inheritance! Money left by my parents. It doesn't make any sense that they'd skip over their own daughter and give it to the ex-husband.
Robert already explained everything to you, didn't he? You didn't inherit anything because of your own doings. You don't have anyone to blame but yourself.
Shut up! Who are you to lecture me? I'm going to come take it from you right now. Mark my words. I'm going to make you return all $3.7 million of my money.
Come again?
There's no way I could have known that my parents would leave behind so much. Like I said, we're just an average working-class family. It's not like we're Taylor Swift or Trump's family. And I mean, an accident and getting sick? There's no way I could have predicted that. Just because I didn't pick up, they passed over me and gave it all to you two? There's obviously no way I can accept that.
If you have so many complaints, I think it would be better to take it to your parents at the cemetery. After all, they're the ones that have the final say.
Shut up! It doesn't matter, so just shut up and get ready to give me back my money. I'm going to bring over the best lawyer in this field with me. I'm going to get what's mine without fail.
I guess it can't be helped then. If that's how you want to play this, then we'll get ready as well. Actually, it would be even better if you came to us. The timing would be perfect, since you can also give us back the $40,000.
What? $40,000? What are you going on about all of a sudden?
The $40,000 that you borrowed from your parents, of course. You know, the money that you took and lied about. The money you used to run away with.
I mean, I remember it, but what does that have to do with you? Why in the world would I have to pay it back to you? I borrowed it from my parents and they're already gone. So why should you get it?
Just because they passed away doesn't mean you don't have to return it, you know.
Huh?
You see, when your parents passed away, everything that was theirs was passed to Robert. And that includes the $3.7 million and the $40,000 that is owed to them. Robert inherited all of that. Do you see where I'm going with this? In other words, you have to pay us $40,000. You have to return your loan.
What the heck?
You weren't aware? Even if the person that lent you money passes away, your responsibility to pay it back doesn't just magically disappear. Money owed is also part of inheritance, you know. Anyway, you said you're going to bring over a lawyer that specializes in inheritance and wills, right? In that case, the lawyer can explain it all to you in greater detail. Thanks, Sarah, for coming all the way to pay back the loan and even bringing a lawyer to witness everything. It really helps Robert and I. Now we don't have to come to you.
Hold your horses! I didn't know anything about money owed being inheritable. And in the first place, how am I going to return $40,000? It's impossible.
I see. If it's impossible, then you don't have to return the money, right? Well, in that case, it's impossible for us to return the $3.7 million as well.
What?
Well then, see you. Just to remind you, just in case you have any more complaints, remember to get the $40,000 you owe us first. Afterwards, Sarah never contacted either me or Robert ever again. I told Robert everything just in case.
It's not like it's money that I lent out, so I don't really care if she returns it or not. Actually, if it means that she'll leave us alone, I'd rather she never return it.
That's all he said, so I guess the $40,000 won't be a problem ever again. As for what happened to Sarah after, according to rumors, she married someone with $3.7 million in assets, but was also borrowing money from every other loan shark. I don't know if this was before or after the rich husband. But apparently, she was on the run now because of that, going from state to state to escape death. I heard that she borrowed money from some pretty scary loan offices too, and they wouldn't hesitate to hurt women if it got them money. Oh well, all the best to her. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to see new content. You can also check out our channel for many more videos like this.
Miri, do you have any idea where my Gucci pencil case went? I'm pretty sure it was on my desk when I left yesterday. I came into work this morning and I couldn't find it anywhere. Good morning, Hannah. I'm sorry, but I have absolutely no idea where your pencil case could be. Are you sure about that? The pencil case is super expensive and nice. We're the only female workers in this department who likes fashion and all that high-end stuff, right? The only person that I can think of who would steal it from me is you.
Hannah, I didn't take it. Oh my god, how can you accuse me like that?
Are you sure that you didn't take it from me just because I'm new to this department? I think that you're trying to make my life difficult here so that I don't take your position from you.
You just said that it was still on your desk when you left work yesterday, right?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I was using it until I left work yesterday.
Well, if that's the case, then it couldn't have been me. I've been on a business trip and out the city since yesterday lunch. I'm still on the business trip, so I haven't gone back to the office since I left.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's not me.
Fine. Dang it.
Anyway, shouldn't you be working right now? Everyone at the office should be busy with so many deadlines coming up this week. If you really need to find your pencil case right now, how about you ask the other guys anyway? And if you really need a pen for whatever, then you can go and use the ones that are on my desk. But please make sure that you don't waste too much time on this either way and just focus on the deadlines.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll do that then.
I've got a business meeting to attend with one of our partners now. I've really got to get going.
Okay, sorry about that. Good luck.
Thanks, Hannah.
Mary, is it really true that you're gonna get married?
Oh, wow. I guess everyone must be talking about it now. Yeah, it's true.
But I thought that you're like 45 years old. Isn't that like a little too old for a woman to be getting married? Also, doesn't that mean you've been single your entire life? Are you sure that this marriage is gonna be okay?
What do you mean by that?
Are you sure that this isn't like marriage fraud?
Marriage fraud? No, it's definitely not like that.
How can you be so sure though? I heard that there are a lot of male scammers who target old, single, and successful career women. I also heard that they go after women that seem to have very little experience with men. That sounds exactly like you, Mary. You're like the perfect target for marriage fraud.
I feel like that's a very insulting thing to say to me. But you don't need to worry about that. The guy that I'm getting married to is someone who I've known since I was in my 20s. I've actually been dating him on and off for around 10 years, too. He's someone that I trust, so there's absolutely no need for me to worry about him. So thanks for your concern, Hannah, but no thanks.
Oh, I see. Well, that's good for you. I really had no idea that you were getting married, though.
Well, it has nothing to do with work, so I really didn't mention it to anyone. It's not like I was trying to hide it from you either, though.
Yeah, okay then. Well, thanks for the information. I'll keep it in mind then.
Okay, well, I'm glad that's sorted then. Good morning, Hannah. Where are you right now? You should be at the office working, but I don't see you around. Are you late again? It's happening a little too often lately.
Oh, look who it is. Hey, Mary. I'm sorry. I actually am running a little late. I had a really important business meeting with our business partners, so I'll be coming late today.
What are you talking about? I haven't been told that you're going to be in a meeting today. You just started working here a couple weeks ago. There's no way you would be assigned to a meeting now. That should be assigned to someone else in upper management. Really, where are you?
Yeah, okay, you caught me. That was a lie.
Hannah, really? You just lied to me?
Still, I know that I'm going to be promoted soon, so I should be able to choose what time I come to work, right? Our boss is never at the office anyway. He always seems to choose when he comes to work too, so why can't I?
Because you're not the boss, Hannah. And besides, he also works remotely from time to time. You just started working here, so you need to come to work on time, just like everyone else.
Actually, I can choose when I come to work because I'm special.
Special? What are you talking about?
I'm going to be taking the entire day off today, by the way. Make sure you got all of the work that I was meant to do done for me.
Hannah, you better drop that attitude. You were assigned to work on some very basic tasks. You're still on probation. Why would I do it? This is your job, Hannah.
You need to come to work right now and start completing the tasks that were assigned to you. No thanks. I'm just about to go on vacation with my boyfriend. That's way more important than work. Anyway, bye now, Mary. Don't slack off at work, okay? Hannah, don't you dare skip work for a reason like that. You're really crossing the line today. If you don't come to work immediately, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. What you're doing is just unacceptable. Hey, Mary. Good evening, Hannah. I still can't believe that you ended up taking the entire day off today. What has gotten into you? You can't get away with this, you know that, right? Yeah, whatever. Just listen to what I'm about to tell you, okay? I'm going to explain to you what happened, and there's something else I need to tell you too. What is it? I'm currently dating a guy called David Peterson. You know who he is, right? Wait, really? Of course I know who he is. Are you seriously going out with the boss's son? Yeah, I am. That's why I told you I'm special. I can come to work at whatever time I want to, and I can take days off when I want. Does that clear things up for you? You can't just do whatever you want just because you're dating him. You shouldn't be mixing your private life with your work life anyway. I still expect you to come to work on time. You're just jealous that I'm dating someone with so much power. You'd be doing the same thing as me if you were in my position, and I know it. I also heard a huge secret about you from him. About me? What is it then? I heard that you've been pocketing some of the money that was meant to be used on your business trips for your own good. What? I would never do such a thing. Do you realize that what you're doing is a crime? I just told you I would never do that. Stop accusing me for something that I didn't do. Can you prove that you're innocent, though? It's the boss's son who's accusing you, you know. I think it's clear who's going to win if this becomes an issue. There's no way he's wrong about it. Actually, he's totally wrong, and I can't believe I'm being accused of this. There's no way a criminal like you is going to be able to get married now, huh? I'm going to steal him from you. What do you mean, steal him from me? Who? He told me that he likes me over you, and he's only 20 years old, isn't he? You're gonna be fired, and I'm gonna be taking your place. Hannah? Everything that you're telling me is nonsense. It doesn't make sense at all. I feel like there's a serious misunderstanding here somewhere. Oh, David's calling me, so I gotta get going now. We're gonna be going on vacation to Miami for an entire week. So make sure you cover for me for that whole week, okay? What? There's no way that's okay. You're 45 years old, and it looks like your marriage isn't going to happen. Have fun living a lonely life by yourself, you old witch. I really don't understand what you're talking about. None of this makes any sense. I'm back! Did you miss me, Mary? I just had one of the best weeks of my life in Miami. It was so much fun spending such a romantic week with David. I can't believe that he was able to get us an entire week off from work. I guess he can do whatever he likes because he's going to be the next boss. I'm so happy that I'm going to become the wife of a successful CEO. Well, you're not going to stay happy for much longer, Hannah. The company did some investigating after you accused me of stealing the company's funds. Oh, so you're finally gonna be arrested for your crime? Looks like you're gonna really be fired from this company, huh? This only happened because you kept on trying to make me come to work when I didn't want to. You never should have picked a fight with me. You only have yourself to blame for this. Stealing the company's money is bad. You're the one that's getting fired, Hannah. What? That's not even funny. I just told you that you're the one losing your job. You're at the office, right? You need to go to the meeting room immediately. What? No, I don't. Stop talking back to me and just go. There are people waiting for you in there. Mary, what the hell's happening? Why am I the one that's getting fired? It just doesn't make any sense at all. You're the one that messed up. I meant to become the wife of the next CEO of this company. I'm gonna report you for this. Hannah, I'm gonna try to correct your misunderstandings one by one, okay? Wait, misunderstandings? I don't understand what you're talking about at all. To start off with, you've been thinking that guy, David, is my fiancé, right? Right, David Peterson. Well, that's not true at all. What do you mean? He's not my fiancé. Everyone was telling me that you're going to be getting married to the next CEO, and that's him. I'm 100% sure that's what everyone was saying. I am getting married to the next CEO of one of the companies that we do business with, not the CEO of our company. You shouldn't believe rumors until you know the facts, you know. Wait, what? Which company does he work for then? My fiancé is currently working for the A company, and he'll be the next CEO. What? That company's huge! What the hell? So, is that clear now? David is not going to be the next CEO of this company. He told me that he's going to become the next CEO, though. He's the only one that thinks that. He goes around mentioning that because he's Brian's oldest son. I don't think Brian is the kind of person that would decide the next CEO just because that's his son. It's not decided for sure yet, but the person who's most likely to take over as the next CEO is Steven from HR. Oh my god, Steven? The one with glasses and going a bit bald and loves his nachos? Yeah, that's him. What's going to happen to David then? Does he have any chance at all becoming the next CEO? I don't think he has. Even the new guys who joined the company recently are already better at what they do than him. In my opinion, he is the most useless person that's worked for this company, and there's really no point in keeping that guy around. Useless? Is he really? I thought that he was really competent and dependable and whatnot. No, he's not at all. Also, you mentioned some money being stolen before, you remember? Well, it turns out that was David. It wasn't me. No way! He told me that was you! You really shouldn't believe everything that comes out of his mouth, Hannah. Brian told me to thank you for helping him catch David too, you know. This is all thanks to you. I didn't do anything to help you guys out though, did I? Actually, you gave away the fact that the two of you were going on vacation to Miami? Yeah? You sent me lots of photos of you guys having fun, right? Wait, so it's my fault that you guys found out? I had no idea that he was stealing the company's money, though. After doing a little research, we realized that he's been taking the company's money for a while now. I guess he realized that he might get caught sooner or later, so he decided to pin it on me. Maybe he thought I was a good target since I go on so many business trips. The mistake that he made was talking to you about it before he was able to plant fake evidence on me. Oh, no. Oh my god, what have I done? So, the vacation that me and David went into Miami, was that paid for by the company's money too? Yeah, seems like that was his plan. He threatened one of the guys in the accounting department to get him to cover his tracks, apparently. He was forcing that guy to write off his Miami trip with you off as business expenses. I really have no idea how he was planning to get away with something so obvious, though. Wait, hold on a minute. Does this mean that I might be in a lot of trouble too? Well, of course you are. That's probably why you ended up getting fired. Although, I doubt you would have lasted here long enough with the attitude and work ethic that you have. You were probably going to end up getting fired at some point anyway. Also, I forgot to tell you this about David, but David got fired from the company too. No way! I was meant to get married to the next CEO and be rich and live happily ever after. That was the only reason I agreed to date him. I already told you that he had no chance of becoming the next CEO anyway, so your stupid dream never would have come true at all. I have no idea why you thought dating a guy like him would be a good idea. I'm really sorry, Mary. For what? For my attitude and work ethic. Everything. I can't make this right. Please just consider giving me another chance. Just let me keep my job. You can go and convince the higher-ups for me, right? I'm just the manager of this department. I don't have a say in who stays and who gets fired. You can go and talk to the higher-ups yourself, though. I think it's pointless to try to salvage this, though. What you did can't be forgiven. Even if I did have the authority to let you continue to work here, I wouldn't, because I know that you'd be a detriment to the company. Wait, you were the manager of this department? I thought that you were just like a regular employee like the rest of us. What? You didn't even know what I did for work? Did you pay any attention at all during your work orientation? I clearly introduced myself to you as the manager of this department. Well, there is just so much to remember on my first day. I must have forgotten. I'll make sure to remember that from now on. Anyway, please can you help me find a way to keep my job? This is the job I was finally accepted for after taking so many job interviews. I really don't think I'm going to be able to find another job that's as good as this. I also need the money right now because I have so much credit card debt. I got a little excited after getting this job and went on a major shopping spree. I bought a little too much, so I need the next couple of months' salary to pay for it. Well, that's not my problem at all. You're just going to have to figure it out yourself. Nothing is going to change by asking me for help. I'm also busy with my job as there are so many deadlines coming up. Wait, please don't say that, Mary. I need your help. I definitely won't be able to convince them to let me keep my job without your help. I suggest that you just start looking for another job. Goodbye, Hannah, and don't ever contact me again. The total amount of money that David stole came out to be around $50,000. The majority of the money that he stole was in the form of fake business expenses, and he would threaten and bribe one of the guys in the accounting department so that they could help him. That was his MO, which is so pathetic, right? He was arrested by the police and was ordered to return all the money to the company immediately. He didn't have any money left, though, and was totally broke, so he ended up borrowing the $50,000 from the bank, which means now he has a lot of debt. His father, Brian, who is the current CEO, decided to take responsibility for what his son had done and stepped down from his position. And so, the manager of the HR department ended up taking his spot as the CEO of the company. Hannah was immediately fired from the company, even after pleading to keep her job. She had a huge amount of credit card debt, but no income to pay for any of it. Although she tried to apply for other full-time positions, she's still unemployed. The fact that she's been fired from our company after just 2 weeks of starting work probably plays a big part in her still being jobless. Currently, she's working a part-time job at the grocery store and the gas station. She's working very long hours at minimum wage to try to pay off the money that she owes. She must really regret losing her position at our company. I doubt that she's ever going to get an opportunity this good again in her life. But she shot herself in the foot, so oh well, life goes on. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one. Hey, Katie, how are you doing these days? It's been, 3 years since we last saw each other? I can't believe that we haven't kept in touch. I so want to see you right now. Who is this? I don't recognize this number. Sorry. Are you sure that you have the right number? It's me. It's Sarah. We used to be besties, remember? This is my new number. Make sure you remember it. Okay, sure. I'll make sure to do that. I'm just a little surprised to receive a message from you all of a sudden. You completely disappeared and ghosted on me without telling me. I heard that you moved to another state because of your job, but that was all I heard about you. I texted you so many times, but you never got back to me. I was totally upset that you ignored me all this time when I was just worried about you, you know? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was super busy and just didn't have the time to get back to you. By the time I remembered about you, it was already 3 years. I know, time flies, huh? You must be getting old. I hope that you've been doing well, though. I actually moved back here recently. You did? Yeah, I wanted to start looking for a man to settle down with and get married before I get too old. And I've always wanted to settle down where I grew up, so I quit my job and came back. I just never felt at home anywhere else anyway. Oh, so does that mean you're back over here permanently now? Well, that's good to hear. We should grab a coffee to catch up sometime. Yeah, I actually moved back a little while ago. It's nice to be home. Although I still haven't gone back to my parents' house yet. I still don't get along with my family at all. Oh, really? So I guess some things haven't really changed since you left, huh? I don't know if I ever told you about this, but I had a huge fight with my sister over a guy that we both liked. Oh, I mean, you always told me you never got along with her, but you never told me the details of why and stuff. It happened 3 years ago, but I still don't really feel like forgiving her about it. I can't believe that we were both sleeping with the same guy. Can you imagine that? Yeah, I guess that's tough to go through something like that, especially with your sister. What made it worse was that Mom and Dad sided with her. That's why I don't really feel like going back home to them yet. Oh, I see. Wow, that sounds like a pretty complicated situation. Oh yeah, I heard that you got married, by the way. I can't believe I didn't know about it. That's what surprised me the most, actually. Oh yeah? I wasn't able to tell you because I had no way of contacting you. You didn't reply to my messages, so I kind of just gave up. We never had a big wedding or anything, though. We kept it really small, especially because it was at the peak of COVID and whatnot. So you didn't miss out on much. I'll introduce you to him one day. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. I'm not too big on weddings anyway. Anyway, your husband is called Kyle, right? Oh, so you must have heard, but yeah, I don't think you guys have ever met before. I met him a couple years ago, actually. Wait, you don't need to explain. I don't need you to tell me about him. Okay, but why not? I actually know him very, very well. Oh, okay. What do you mean? How? We've been very, what should I say? Intimate might be the right word for this. He's also my current boyfriend. Sarah, what are you talking about? I just told you that he's my husband. That's not funny at all. You had me a little worried for a second. I'm not joking at all. I mean, he's no longer gonna be your husband now, is he? You'll never guess where I am right now either. Okay, where are you? I'm in Hawaii. I wish I could spend the rest of my life on this beautiful island. It's basically like heaven here. Okay, I thought you were back home, but so what are you doing in Hawaii? And what does that have to do with Kyle? What is going on? Oh, it's very relevant to this conversation. Guess who I'm with in Hawaii? Drum roll, please. The answer is Kyle. What? All I've done here is eat and relax on the beach and have fun with Kyle. It's been amazing so far. He's so good in bed and I love it. What is going on? I don't understand. No, Kyle is on a business trip to New York for work for a week. A business trip? You seriously believed him, huh? You're so gullible. Oh my God, what? I'm so sorry that I ended up stealing him from you. I really had no intention of going this far. It was just meant to be a casual fling, and you weren't meant to find out about it. The thing is, I found out that he's really successful and he's good looking, right? And he earns a very sexy amount of money on top. I just couldn't resist. I realized that he was the guy I've been looking for my whole life. That's why I started flirting with him, and he fell in love with me instantly. He straight up told me that he wanted to sleep with me too. And you know what I said to him? I wanted him to prove to me how rich he was, right? So I told him that I could be his if he took me to Hawaii, and voila, here we are. Are you serious? You're really in Hawaii with my husband? Yep. I guess he must have wanted me so bad. He pushed me down onto the bed as soon as we checked into the hotel room. My entire body aches from going at it with him so many times. You're both unbelievable. I'm lost for words. I thought that we were meant to be friends, Sarah. No, poor baby, don't be sad, okay? Can I ask you something, Sarah? Go for it. What is it? Do you realize that there are consequences for doing things like this? And that what you're doing is disgusting and so trashy? Do you know that? What do you mean? I haven't done anything wrong at all. All I did was get in bed with someone that I felt a connection with. If anyone's in the wrong, he was the one who was desperate for me, okay? I just accepted his love and passion. Are you serious? I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Go do whatever the hell you want then. I don't care about either of you. You can both burn in hell. Oh, you're starting to get a little mad, huh? I said I'm sorry. I've got to get going. I'm busy today. Goodbye. Have fun then. Wait, what? That's all? I just stole your husband from you and that's all you're gonna say to me? That can't be right. Is there something going on that I don't know about? Katie? Hello? Hey, stop ignoring me. Katie, I finally understand what's going on and it all makes sense now. I remembered that you were always good at hiding your emotions back in school. You were always quiet and didn't express yourself at all, and that's why you seemed like you didn't care yesterday. All your text messages felt so emotionless and cold when I wanted to see you angry and upset. So I know for sure that deep down, you're really upset that this happened. Anyway, let me give you an update on me and Kyle's first vacation together. Oh, and this is only the first of many, by the way. So, today we went to the beach together and swam around for a bit. Oh my God, the ocean here is absolutely beautiful. It's so breathtaking. And after that, we relaxed to get a nice tan since the weather's been perfect here. And then we made out and things got a little heated, so we came right back to the hotel so we could enjoy each other in private. He's taking a shower right now, actually, and I'm waiting for him in bed. We all know what's gonna happen next, right? I'm not sure if he's gonna let me sleep tonight. See? It's so obvious that I'm the one that he loves. I'm so much more attractive than you. Oh, perfect timing. I was just about to ask you something. When are you guys going to be coming back from Hawaii? What? Just tell me what day you're gonna come back home? Okay, you weirdo. We should be arriving at the airport on Sunday evening, around 6 p.m., I think. Are you guys landing at the local airport? Yeah, why? So 5 more days, huh? Let me know if there's gonna be a change in plans, okay? Okay, but seriously, why? Nothing, I was just seeing. Well, okay. Okay then, I'm gonna get going. What the hell was that? Katie, why do you not care about me taking him? Did you not love him or something? I've been feeling so restless because you didn't react like I thought you would. Katie, are you there? Answer my question. I know that you're there. If you're not going to reply to me, I'm just going to assume that you're too upset to even talk to me. Are you too busy making preparations for your divorce to reply to me, maybe? Well, if that's the case, then that means that I've definitely won here. Kyle's a really successful businessman who's already accomplished so much in his career. He's so rich already. I bet you that he's gonna own the company he works at in the future. I'm so lucky that I managed to steal such a good man from you, and I'm the one he loves, not you. I'm gonna be such a better wife than you could ever be. Make sure you get all the preparations for the divorce ready. Katie, we just arrived at the airport. You've already moved out of the house that you and Kyle were living in, right? Oh, welcome back, I guess. I'm planning to head back to his place with them. You're not gonna be there, are you? You guys are gonna get divorced after all? What are you talking about? There's no place for you guys here. This house is under my name. It belongs to me. Wait, what? I've already sent all of his things to the address that he asked me to send it to. So if you're planning to live with him, you should just follow him there. I'm sure it'll be a nice surprise for you. Wait, I didn't know about this at all. I thought that this was his house. Well, I guess it is what it is then. I can't wait to see the kind of house we're gonna be living in then. I bet it's gonna be so big and clean and spacious. I absolutely love surprises like this. Enjoy! Katie, what the hell is happening? Is this a sick prank or something? Why did we end up arriving at my parents' house? Tell me what the hell is going on. Why is all of his stuff here? I guess it's about time I told you what's happening. When you first texted me that you had slept with Kyle, we had already started to talk about getting a divorce. I didn't really care about what you told me because I had no feelings left for him at that point. Wait, what? The reason we wanted a divorce was because he was cheating on me, and I knew about it. Oh, so you knew that I slept with him right before I told you, right? Oh no, the divorce was already in the talks before you slept with him. There's another woman who he's been seeing. It's not just you. Wait, what the hell? That can't be true because he told me that he loves me. He said I was the one that he's meant to be with. Are you sure about that? You're just a number to him, Sarah. One of his many toys to play with. What? Well, who the hell is it? I'm not gonna forgive whoever this filthy skank is. That filthy skank is someone that you know, actually. It's your sister, Mina. No freaking way! Yep, that's why I sent all of his things to your parents' place, because I heard that Mina moved back in with them. I made sure to write a letter to them so that your family knows what's happening. I really can't believe it. Mina and Kyle are seeing each other too? They've actually been dating for over a year now. Kyle told me all about it once I told him that we were getting a divorce. No! They've known each other for that long? He told me that he was planning to marry her once our divorce was finalized. Then, a few days later, you suddenly messaged me telling me that you were seeing him too? No way. So that means that he was cheating on me with 2 different women at the same time. And that's you and your sister. Oh my god, this isn't real. Also, I'm going to sue you guys for the emotional damage you both caused me. I'm also going to be suing Kyle since he's been using my savings to go on dates with you and your stupid sister. Even the vacation to Hawaii, he used my money, okay? Really? Yep, and either you or him better pay me every cent of it back to me. Wait, please, hold on a minute. My brain's overloaded with all this information and I'm struggling to process it all. Well then, talk to your sister and Kyle. I'm sure that you all have a lot to talk about. Oh, God! Katie, what the hell? You knew about this, didn't you? I can't believe you didn't tell me about this. I had no idea that Kyle was fired from his company. I never would have gone for him if I'd known of this. Oh, so you didn't know about that? I thought that he would have told you himself. I mean, he deserves to have gotten fired after what he did. So it's really true that he lost his job then? Oh, God. I thought he was filthy rich. I thought I was about to live such an easy life as a rich guy's housewife. What did he even do to get fired? I thought that he was a really successful businessman. I heard he was well respected by his co-workers and that he was getting a promotion after promotion and everything. Well, that was kind of true. It's just that he became way too arrogant after being treated like a superstar. He'd take women with him on his business trips, and he'd use the company car to take them on dates at night. He also tried to flirt with women from his company's business partners. Oh, and he also used the company's money to buy expensive gifts for all the women he took on dates. Wait, hold on a minute. He gave me a really nice bag from Gucci while we were on vacation in Hawaii. Nice. So you're telling me that he didn't buy that with his own money? Judging from his past actions, that seems very likely. I'm sure all of this will become a lot more clear once the company sues him for theft and violation of company rules. I think his company is already looking into all the violations that he made. The majority of these are with Mina. So basically, this is all her fault then. Well, you're in no position to talk smack about her. Why do you say that? I'm not the reason he got fired. Well, you're a piece of trash for sleeping with him knowing that he was married to me. And you rubbed it in my face and tried to get a reaction out of me. All three of you are rotten human beings from where I stand. Understand? Well, I couldn't help it. I just couldn't resist it at all. When he started flirting with me, it seemed like he was so desperate to get in bed with me as well. So I just kind of caved in. Whatever. And anyway, he hadn't been able to see Mina for about a month by that point because I found out about their affair. Mina's parents were really strict and kept a close eye on her so that she wouldn't cheat again. He probably started flirting with you because he hadn't been able to release himself for over a month. That's why he was so desperate to get in bed with you. What the hell? I thought it was because he fell in love with me at first sight. He told me that we had a real connection. Well, what I just said was what I thought happened. I can't read his mind, so you're just gonna have to ask him directly if you want to know the truth. There's no way I can ask him something like that. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to find out the truth. If what I predicted is really true, it would mean that he was using you while he couldn't see Mina. You're kind of like a knockoff brand item in a sense. I doubt he has any real feelings for you at all. Hey, there's no need for you to say it so clearly. I can feel that myself. Well, I think that's all I needed to talk to you about today. I'll leave the rest to the lawyer that I hired. I'm sure that he'll be in contact with you very soon. A lawyer? Yeah, he's going to be working hard to sue all three of you for as much money as possible. This is going to be it for us. I no longer want to keep in touch with you. Wait, hold on. You can't just end the conversation here. Oh my God, this cannot be happening to me. You're meant to be one of my best friends. Would you do something to help me out? A best friend? Please, cut it out. You think a best friend would do this? Whatever, Sarah. Stay the hell away from me. Okay, well, I'm really sorry, okay? And you think that'll change anything? Think again. You're the worst human being ever, and you deserve to burn in hell. Don't say that! I told you that I'm in trouble and that I need your help! It's too late for apologies. This is the end for us. I'm deleting your number and blocking all of your social media. Goodbye forever, Sarah. Wait, Katie, don't abandon me like this. I need your help so badly. Please don't leave me like this. Hello? Are you there? Why aren't you replying to me? A few weeks later, I was paid all the money back from Kyle, Mina, and Sarah. It ended up being a significant amount, and it finally seems like my life is heading in a very positive direction. On the other hand, I heard that Sarah's family was in a huge mess. Apparently, Kyle and Mina were going to get married, but with Sarah in the picture, things didn't happen that way. I feel so sorry for their parents, as both of their daughters had become lying cheaters. They ended up coming to a conclusion that neither of them would marry him, as it was just too much chaos. Currently, the three of them are not talking, yet living under the same roof, which must be stressful to live like that. But oh well, it's none of my business. To hell with them. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.